Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue our event today. After enjoying a very insightful panel discussion, we are now going to be invited to do a self-check, which will be led by Dicky Herlambang. Mas Dicky Herlambang is an associate director with Daya Dimensi Indonesia. Also by Dr. Asif Chowdhury, corporate values officer from Arawat Group, and also accompanied by me. So let's welcome the gentleman on stage. Mas Dicky Herlambang and Dr. Asif, please join me on stage. How are you doing, gentlemen?
Alhamdulillah, fantastic.
So good? Good. After the coffee break that everyone is enjoying right now. So, for this session, we're going to ask everyone to do a self-check. What does it mean, Mas Dicky?
Can you hear the? I'm not sure this is on. Is it? Okay. Oh. Self-check. Still not. Oh.
That's a self-check.
That's self-check.
Self-check is actually trying to look at the values. I mean, we've been discussing about values since this after lunch. And remembering my interactions with some of my clients, I quote his real quotes, his real words. Dick, I think value is important and necessary to talk about. But also I think value is a 30,000 feet above the ground topic. Enlighten me, please. Yes, for many people, talking about values, you really need to get to the basic first. How you understand values, where values come from, how it can become so much powerful for everything that we do. So that's self-check. Trying to understand what it is, where it is, and why it important.
Okay, so what are we going to do today as a group to do this self-check?
All right. First, understanding the values itself. Second, I'm going to ask this room to share their own stories to each other. At the same time, on the online room, Dr. Asif and Melissa will lead the session, because what I would like you to do in this room is not able to be done online. Diet is not online. So online will have their own set of questions, pretty much the same questions, different interactions, just that. And we will go back here together in the main room for the brief.
Great. So we'll be separated for about like 20 minutes?
Yeah.
10 or 20 minutes, you think?
I will have 5 minutes to revisit what value is. Then we will have our diet for about 10 minutes, 5 minutes to
Conclusion.
conclusion. So yeah, 10 minutes lah.
All right. So, Dr. Asif, shall we go to our online participants? Enjoy your session with Mas Dicky. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
To the left. We go to the left, Dr. Asif.
Actually, you can stay here just for the first.
The questions are with you or?
The questions. Oh, you don't have the questions? Okay. It's in my phone. Mas Dicky already sent it to me.
Yeah. You can ask the questions, I can emphasize them or clarify them.
Okay.
When we do it, you can ask me to share the screen, and I'll.
We're going to show the 60 values first, right? The visual, and then we're going to ask them to choose.
The values that.
Top 3 or eventually top 1 value, and then they're asked to type in the chat box. Is that correct? All right. Hi everyone. It's me, Melissa, and Dr. Asif here from Arawat Group. And we're so excited to be with all of you participating online for the side event, Third Development Working Group meeting, where we talk about values today. And as the on-site activity right now, what's happening is we're doing a self-check where we're asked to understand our own values, because it turns out that values for each individual is different, right?
Correct.
What's important for Dr. Asif is going to be different for me, totally.
Probably, yeah.
All right, so we're going to ask you questions regarding values that we're going to show in a while. And then you get to choose. First, you might want to choose top 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then after top 3, we choose again the first important value. Is that how you do it?
Yeah, that's fine, right? Perfect, good. Yep. And it's like you are just mirroring yourself, who you are, what you can connect with, what's adding value into your life as an individual, as a person, to shows your authenticity. So just coming into your mind, just you can choose the values that's resonating with you or connects with you.
All right. So we have a couple of questions that will guide you to pick top 3 and then make it smaller again. Pick the most important value from all these 60 values that are showing on screen. So we have some questions guidelines. The first one, why do you believe that this value is important to you?
Yeah, that means whenever you're considering the 3, as Melissa mentioned, try to think and ask yourself, why do you believe that this value is important to you? And also what you can do, you can recall a moment in your life when you really live this value. So you can, really connect with the real life story. Also, you can ask yourself, what behaviors did you exhibit that support this value, so that it can be more practical and realistic, not just answering for the sake of answering.
Okay. And continuing the question, to guide you, how might you react if this value was not being honored by others? Describe your feelings, your thoughts, your action. You might feel disrespected.
Yep.
You might feel unhappy, triggered, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And if you're a little bit, working group, for example, we have a versatile participants we can see from all across the globe, from different age groups, and also different professions. So if you're interested, also you can consider this one. Like if you think about 17 SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, would you be able to relate your 3 most important values to any one of those? So you can also consider, does it match with, suppose if you're the professionals, and can you correlate with one of them, 2 of them, or 3 of them with your values or not?
So here are the 17 SDGs. Do you remember them all the 17?
To be honest, no.
Nobody, right? Me too. I keep trying. but I keep failing though. Okay, so you're looking at the 17 SDGs, and we're going to show again the 60 values to help you, to guide you to pick the most important value to understand yourself. Why did we pick only 60 values? There are more values, right?
Yeah, it's like an ocean. There's uncountable values if you just keep on counting about individuals and also billions of people in this world, and they have the versatility and also uniqueness. But it's just like to start up with something with a concise way. So that's why there's no other particular reason behind it.
All right, just to help, basically, to help you
to pick and choose.
Okay, so you pick one, and then you can let us know in the chat box. Is it? There's a link. You can access this link to answer us in understanding yourself, of course. Let us know your most important values. Okay. You can access the link and let us know, because we're going to do like a small polling.
Yep.
So
yeah, that's the link you can see, and there's a code you just need to use.
At Menti, yeah?
Yeah, menti.com, and use the code 944-845-12 and just type it.
Type your values now. We'll see in the clouds which values get to be voted the most.
Yep.
Okay. What's my values here? I'm thinking, Dr. Asif.
If you ask me about my one, respect, pride, and happiness. To do respect for others, to be respected, to feel proud whatever I have, whoever I am, and also at the end of the day, I to be happy, to make others happy.
Oh. So we are looking at courage, coaching, respect, just like yours, happiness, of course, forgiveness, well-being is also important, creativity, adaptability. Adaptability is very important during the pandemic, especially with the uncertainty that we have to live with every day. And compassion.
Yeah, a lot of things are coming up. You can see there, love, excellence, humanity, inclusive,
well-being, and happiness and creativity is leading the board.
So far. So again, who are just joining, please visit www.menti.com, use the code 944-845-12, and just tap on your value that resonates you or the one you're standing with.
That's great. And we're going to show your answers.
Yep. As a debriefing, whenever we go back to the main hall.
All right. So wherever you are, you're actually participating in this event. Humanity, we can see well-being is still big. Trust and love.
Getting bigger and bigger.
Getting bigger. Love is getting bigger. Yeah. How come nobody is typing money?
It's materialistic,
but that's realistic. The realistic materialistic.
But that might not make you happy, so that's what people are seeking, happiness.
Oh yeah,
with or without money.
Happiness, real happiness.
You cannot buy.
I'm so shallow. Okay. Love getting bigger. Is there a time limit to this? There's no time limit, so you can type as many values as you want, and later on we're going to show it in the back to the main area. And thank you everyone for participating in our little survey. Hopefully from this conversation today that we're being invited to understand our own values. It will help us to understand ourselves better. It will improve our life quality, not just for ourselves, but for our family, our surroundings as well, right?
True, exactly. More powerfully, Enlightening.
Yes. Love is still at the center with compassion.
We leave you with a look back at the highlights of a remarkable decade that has changed Australia forever.
The 2020s began in extraordinary fashion.
Work more regionally.
More work, more opportunity.
Solar and batteries would be ideal.
And build a sustainable society. Today marked the first time that Australia has run on 90% renewable energy for an entire month.
That makes me feel really, really happy.
The government today announced it will follow the lead of other countries and live stream key policy discussions.
I think it's good. We need transparency.
Australians are now seeking out Australian-made and owned products. The ripple effect is that we are now seeing healthy farmers.
There's nothing like endangering animals in a landscape that's coming back to life to give all Australians a real heartbeat.
We can deal better with the world when we're connected to nature.
It's been amazing to see the change that's happened from the closure of the power stations to the renewable energy zones. The young people are starting to stay and find work.
This family right now are earning cash because their electricity service provider are paying them to use the battery in this ute as storage for the grid.
In a decade full of transition and tragedy, many Australians are finding renewed purpose in the regeneration of our social and ecosystems. Australians are starting to feel more secure.
This is a landmark day for our country.
A day like this means that all of this work has actually meant something.
Respect is back and our pride is back. Respecting the environment. From that gives us the strength to look to a brighter future.
If not me, who? If not now, when do we do it? It's never too late to stand up and take action together.
And share their debrief, I have one question. Was it difficult
Terima kasih Pak Dicky. Dr. Asif asked me to choose top 3 from the 60 values on the vision board. My top 3 was wealth, wealth, and wealth. I chose wealth 3 times. Dr. Asif said, very materialistic. And I said, no, I'm just being realistic. Right, Dr. Asif? Would you like to tell our audience here the result of our online session?
Yes, it's a fantastic experience for the last 10 or 15 minutes. We had lots of versatile participants all across the globe from different professions, different age groups, and also we are very much appreciating about their eagerness and participation indeed. So whenever we explain them about the value they would like to correlate or they can correlate with, we inform them value is just like a mirror. Put yourself in front of it and see how do you feel, how far you can connect. Just identify yourself, who you are. Then they've tried to come up with their 3 values that they can reason it, and then we have gone through the cloud processing and we have found a couple of them that they have high frequency. And one of them is humanity, rightly so, why not? And also another one I can share with you from that list is love. And the third one I can just pick it up from their list is compassion. So indeed, after the COVID-19 situation, humanity, it's all about humanity, it's all about humanity, and we can't just win any sort of challenges, any sort of obstacles with love. We need to love each other to be loved as well. We need to show our gesture of humanity for the sake of humanity indeed. And this is the time for the compassionate, the journey to connect with. So it's a very good experience in terms of the individual values level that we came up with the last 10 or 15 minutes. And if I just can share with you for the corporate level that, we have worked since 2014 from the reward for Building Values company, and we have gone through the benchmarking, more than 15,000 corporates in the world. Surprisingly and interestingly also, one of their common core value is integrity. And it's rightly so. That means integrity in your business, once you are practicing as a value, that's going to accelerate your journey indeed. Thirdly, I'm just going to give you another reference in the national level or the country level. For example, recently we came up with the research work joint commission of Rwanda and also University of Western Australia. We have found the G20 member countries have 212 national values. And whenever we go through the common one, we found democracy is one of the top listed one. And what's that democracy is all about? It's all about of the people, by the people, for the people. Again, it's people-centric. So we can correlate that it's very important time to engage our people, utilize our older policies for the G20 or even entire world for the people and for the humanity. So it was a good experience indeed during the organization.
Humanity. All right. Thank you, Dr. Asif.
So this is the
result
okay.
of the polling, the Mentimeter meter. Okay, Mas Dicky, would you like to add something to that?
Not to the polling, but is there anyone here, just one, who would like to share? It can be about your experience, sharing your personal stories, or you can share your personal stories if you want. Anyone would like to share to the main room with everyone else? No?
Is there any prize to it?
Do you have any prize for that? I know.
I have free candies.
Okay. No, it's okay. Now back to Melissa.
Okay. All right. Now after the self-check, we would like to do an assessment. Can we please show the QR code on screen? I'm going to invite everyone to scan this QR code. And together we will do this assessment, right? Okay, hold on. How many questions will there be in the assessment?
There is only, you need to choose 10 of your most important values to you. There is nothing else.
Oh.
And you will have your report after that.
I see. I would like to take the test too. Okay.
That's a personal assessment, right?
Yes, personal assessment, that's right. So everyone will have to do their own personal assessment by answering top 10 values that is most important to you.
It's called PVA.
Okay, here it is.
This is it. So everyone, offline and online, you can scan, I need to move probably. You can scan the QR code and take the value assessment. This is from Barrett Value Center. After you understand what value is, this could be a next step for you. You choose what is important to you.
So just before leaving and allowing you for the personal value assessment, thank you all of you. And let us have the takeaway from today's event that let us be committed with the values journey. Let us go for V to V, values to vision. Let our vision driven by our valuable values. Let us be committed. Let us work together to make things better. Let us recover stronger and better for the sake of humanity, for the sake of people, and for the sake of the better world. So again, let's start the journey with V to V, values to vision.
Love the message. Thank you, Dr. Asif. You may please return to your seat. Mas Dicky, kita kembali ke tempat duduk juga sambil menunggu hasilnya, atau kita mau baca saja? Boleh kita kembali ke tempat duduk ya? Baik, terima kasih Mas Dicky dan Dr. Asif buat sesinya. So ladies and gentlemen, you can continue the personal assessment by scanning the QR code on the screen, and then you will directly get your results afterwards. Okay. After this, we will continue our sessions. So I'm just going to give you a couple more minutes to do the personal assessment. And I will be back to continue our event. Enjoy.
Ada yang udah selesai? Do not forget to put your email because the report will be sent to that email. Ada yang udah dapat reportnya? Has anyone get their reports? Not yet? Because I think we kind of offer the time. So imagine 50,436 people taking this report in about, what, 5 months? So now we have Indonesian level or national level value assessment. Imagine that. That's what Nilai did. Okay, just to make the sessions quicker, I know some of you haven't done the survey or haven't finished the survey or haven't received the report, but essentially the report is self-explanatory. So when you get the report, you will have your personal values and awareness explanation, why is it like that, and then the results. So always the theoretical introduction first, then your results. Then from those results, pay attention to those with white circle, and pay attention to those with no results. I mean, there are 7 levels. Each levels should be balanced. You should have values from level 1 to level 7. That doesn't mean if you have only level 5 and up, it's bad. No. It means the level below, you have no longer needs for that. Can mean 2 things. 1, there is no needs for that. Or 2, blind spot. So you can ask yourself, if it's a blind spot, what could still be the needs for me? Is it in another form? So read your report very carefully. It can help you navigate your next level of interactions, of leadership, of being human. And the next part is self-development. The self-reflection is there. The next steps is there. So like I said, the report is self-explanatory. You could always reach the Nilai team if you have questions. We will be glad to help you with that, with your reports. So without further ado, thank you everyone. Thank you for sharing the stories among you. Thank you for the openness. Thank you for being vulnerable. That is the first step to understand your value. Ibu Melissa, back to you.
Terima kasih Pak Dicky. You may please return to your seat.